Donald Trump says shooter left behind an anti-Christian manifesto following an attack at the Washington Correspondents' Dinner. Iran proposes deal with the United States to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and end conflict. Elon Musk takes OpenAI to court over its shift from a non-profit model. And rebels seize the northern city of Kidal in Mali. This is Breaking Point News. Donald Trump says the suspect involved in the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner left behind what he described as an anti-Christian manifesto.
Well, they have some pretty good information. He had a lot of hatred in his heart for quite a while. And it was a religious thing. It was strongly anti-Christian. And I don't know if you've gotten it, just got released, a manifesto. He said a manifesto, can you believe it? And so he's got some big problems with the rest of his life, but it's very, very bad that he had difficulty. And his family seemed to be, I think they spent a lot of time with his family. His family said he had big difficulty. Maybe they should have reported him a little bit more strongly, probably.
Authorities have identified the suspect as a 31-year-old man who allegedly opened fire at the event before being subdued by security. Investigators say the suspect sent writings to family members shortly before the attack, outlining grievances and potential targets. Reports also indicate the suspect has expressed anti-Christian and anti-government views online, which are now being examined as part of the investigation. Officials caution that the full motive is still under review, and authorities are working to confirm how the manifesto relates to the attack. Iran has proposed a new deal to the United States aimed at reopening the Strait of Hormuz and ending the ongoing conflict. The proposal comes after planned talks in Pakistan failed to take place, leaving diplomacy at a standstill. Instead of addressing its nuclear program directly, Iran is suggesting a phased approach, focusing first on de-escalation, with nuclear negotiations pushed to a later stage. The Strait of Hormuz remains one of the world's most critical oil routes, meaning disruptions have global economic impact. By delaying nuclear talks may allow Iran to avoid internal disagreements over what concessions to offer. At the same time, ending the conflict now could weaken leverage for Donald Trump in future negotiations, particularly on limiting Iran's uranium stockpile. In the tech world, a major legal battle is now underway. Elon Musk is suing OpenAI, the company he co-founded, over its shift from a non-profit to a for-profit model.
It does seem weird that something can be a non-profit open source and somehow transform itself into a for-profit closed source. I mean, this would be like let's say you funded an organization to save the Amazon rainforest, and instead they became a lumber company and chopped down the forest and sold it for money. And you'd be therefore like, well, wait a second, that's the exact opposite of what I gave the money for.
Yeah.
Is that legal? That doesn't seem legal. And if it is, and in general, if it is legal to start a company as a nonprofit and then take the IP and transfer it to a for-profit that then makes tons of money, shouldn't that be the default?
Right.
The lawsuit targets CEO Sam Altman and questions whether the company has abandoned its original mission.
He's doing this, but my fear at this point is he decides to drop the case right before the trial and we don't get to do all of this. But I am happy to explain all this to the world and have this chapter behind us.
At the center of the dispute is OpenAI's partnership with Microsoft and the growing role of commercial interests in artificial intelligence. Rebel forces have seized the northern city of Kidal in Mali following intensified fighting. The city is a key stronghold for Tuareg separatist groups and has long been at the center of conflict. Government troops are reported to have withdrawn, allowing rebel forces to take control. Kidal has changed hands multiple times, highlighting the fragile and unpredictable security situation in the region. The latest development raises concern about broader instability across the Sahel.
الله أكبر. غامت يا أخوة غامت.